Unical Radio International, Entertainment 360, Edutainment 360, Infotainment 360. We smile like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
By the powers proper to me, I hereby declare this assembly constituted for the purpose of installing the sixth Chancellor of this university open.
Residents and visitors to the university, Your Excellencies, members of Council and Senate, the University of Calabar Law of September 1979 provides for the office of Chancellor, who shall be appointed by the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The law further stipulates that the Chancellor shall, in relation to the university, take precedence before all other members of the university, and when he is present, shall preside at all meetings of convocation held for conferring degrees. The program of the University of Calabar has been specially convened for the purpose of installing our trustee and well-beloved Alhaji Aminu Bayero, Emir of Kano, as our sixth Chancellor.
I promise to perform my duties faithfully and diligently as Chancellor of the University of Calabar, inshallah.
I, Professor Florence Banku Obi, Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, do hereby formally install our worthy and well-beloved Alhaji Aminu Bayero, Emir of Kano, as the 6th Chancellor of our great university, the University of Calabar. I humbly pledge to you, sir, the loyalty and support of the entire university. With your installation as Chancellor, you are now to preside over the 35th and subsequent convocation ceremonies in accordance with Section 4.1 of the University of Calabar Act 1979. May I please respectfully invite our 6th Chancellor and the representative of Mr. President to please step forward while we rope our Chancellor.
Not keeping our Chancellor long here, we shall take goodwill messages from just 3 persons.
To the University, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, heavily represented by the Chief of Staff of the President, His Excellency, the Governor of Kano State, the Chancellor of the University, His Highness Emir of Kano, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor. Permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. I consider it an honor to be choosing and given the privilege to say a few words about His Highness Alhaji Aminu Bayero, Sarkin Kano, Sarkin. For me, this is an easy task because of the very close relationship I have had with His Highness right from my adolescent years. It started naturally, as he is my full brother. And when our father issued a royal order which made me to move to his house, this brought me directly under his supervision and tutelage. This also afforded me the opportunity to live in his house, in the house of His Highness, as a young man under 20. I was therefore opportune to live closely with him as a junior sibling and to give a first-hand account of his outstanding and sterling qualities of His Highness. During that period, His Highness became more like a foster father to me. Being very close to him naturally made me to notice those excellent and innate qualities that always stood him out. It also became clear to me that he was naturally endowed with those qualities which he exhibited in all stages of his life. Even as his youthful day, those qualities had always manifested themselves in his conduct and character. They become more pronounced in his adulthood and more especially as a leader. His Highness is ever gentle, soft-spoken, truthful, peace-loving, extremely tolerant, and considerate. And being a gifted listener, just to mention a few, those and many other sublime qualities have always helped him to put him in the leadership position in every stage of his life. I have always admired him for a combo of those exceptional leadership qualities. I therefore adopt him as a role model and a mentor who has a greatest impact in my life. He has remained my reference point in all my affairs. His Highness is generally known to be very altruistic and stickler for perfection, with a thoroughsome position and very thorough before he takes a position on any matter. His humility doesn't compromise his aristocratic credentials. I can spend longer time speaking about my beloved brother, mentor, and leader, but for the limitation of time. It is my humble belief that this great university is lucky to have such a great man as a Chancellor. And the university stands to benefit immensely, not only from his wealth of experience, but also from his innate qualities of his royal colossus. On behalf of my siblings and other family members, we wish His Highness Allah's guidance in all his effort and desire to reposition the University of Calabar and his effort to serve humanity. I wish His Highness a successful tenure as the Chancellor of the University of Calabar. I thank every one of you for listening, and I pray for God's blessing for all.
The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and visitor to the University of Calabar, ably represented here by the Chief of Staff to Mr. President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari. His Excellency, the Governor of Kano, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Bayero, the newly installed Chancellor of the University of Calabar. Please, because the day is fast spent, allow me to stand on the existing protocol. I want to first thank the visitor to the University of Calabar, President Muhammadu Buhari, for finding His Royal Highness Alhaji Aminu Bayero fit and proper to be installed as the new Chancellor of the University of Calabar. The President would indeed have chosen no one better and no one more befitting than His Highness the Royal Emir of Kano. Emir Aminu Bayero is a personification of humility, of honor, of integrity, of dignity, of simplicity. I can go on and on listing his qualities. Emir Aminu Bayero is the most worthy successor to his father, the late Emir of Kano, Alhaji Bayero. I join his family, his friends, the Kano Emirate Council, and you can see that the Kano Emirate Council, they are very heavily represented here, and the University of Calabar, heavily led by the Vice Chancellor. In wishing His Royal Highness Emir Aminu Bayero the most successful tenure of office. Allah ya taya mai martaba Sarki Unical. Thank you and God bless.
His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the visitor to this great university, the University of Calabar, ably represented by Chief of Staff, Professor Emeritus Ibrahim Kano. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Khadim al-Islam, Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, His Highness, the brand new Chancellor. May your reign be long as your reign as the Emir of Kano will be. The Vice Chancellor and my good friend, I will not forget, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of one of the greatest universities, University of Calabar. Yes, after Ahmadu Bello University, then is Calabar. Today, I pay tribute to my childhood friend of almost 50 years. His Highness Alhaji Aminu Bayero, CFR, Royal, JP, on this investiture as the Chancellor of the prestigious University of Calabar. It is a great honor to see him achieve such a prestigious position. It is a testament to his hard work, dedication, resilience, patience, tenacity, and unwavering leadership, as we all know. His Highness Alhaji Aminu Bayero and I grew together and shared countless fondant memories that I would always cherish. One case in mind is that His Highness and I were great footballers. When I visited his secondary school, I was among the first 11 of my school, and God made it from the center. I was dribbling to the goal post and I scored. But unfortunately, Burno couldn't beat us 2-1. So the Emir admired my dribbling skills, my capacity to dribble any tall man. So he organized a royal treat for me in his room. You can imagine, 1974. He organized a royal treat, very generous, fried chicken, kilishi, and fried and all. These I remember with fondest memories. He has always been a natural leader. Even as a child, he had a very charismatic attitude, posture that attracted people to him. He was so humble, very simple. You won't believe he's from royal family. If you visit him in his house, if he has 100,000, before he leaves that his chamber, honestly, he will go back probably with 10,000 there. This is how generous he is. He's a man of integrity. I can vouch on him. And always willing to lend a helping hand to anyone who needs it. As he grew older, His Highness continued to display these same qualities, excelling in his chosen vocation and becoming a respected leader in his community. He has served the people of Kano with distinction. Nobody can have that. Very great leader. Emir championing social causes, promoting education, both Western and Islamic education, with particular interest of girl child education, and advocating for peace and unity. If you want to see peace moving naked, you need to see His Highness Alhaji Aminu. Everything about him is peaceful. He will continue to be great. Now, as Chancellor of the University of Calabar, His Highness has taken a new role that allows him to extend his leadership knowledge and expertise to the acclaimed community. Madam, you are lucky. You are very lucky. I have no doubt that he will bring his same passion, dedication, and commitment of excellence to this new position. His Highness Investiture as Chancellor is not only a personal achievement, but also a reflection of high regards in which he is held, both within and outside his community. It is a call to duty to continue to give back to society. That is what he is known to do. Use his experience to shape the future of the community. It is an opportunity to inspire, mentor a new generation of leaders who carry forward the values of excellence, integrity, and dedication to service. On behalf of our childhood friends, I congratulate His Highness on this well-deserved honor. Well-deserved honor. Well-deserved honor. May your reign as Chancellor of this great University of Calabar be marked by success, progress, and prosperity. By next year, Calabar will be different. Sure. And may he continue to be an inspiration to us all, reminding us that with hard work, dedication, and resilience, commitment, and with the fear of God. With fear of God, anything is possible. Everything is possible. Allah jaza mani sabbi. Allah kara wa sabbi lafiya. May your reign be long. Thank you. May God bless you pharmaceutically.
Please sit down. Thank you. Thank you. The visitor of this great university, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari, ably represented by the Chief of Staff, Professor Ibrahim Gamanu, my mentor, the newly installed Chancellor, University of Calabar, Alhaji Aminu Bayero, the Pro-Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic and that of Administration. When I saw the Vice-Chancellor as a woman, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academics, a woman, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Administration, a woman. I said, oh, there is gender tsunami in the University of Calabar, and I concur. Members of the university community, ladies and gentlemen, peace be upon you all. In fact, for me to pass remarks of congratulation on the newly installed Chancellor of this university, I can beat my chest to say that I am one of the most qualified to do that. Because when you talk of traditional ruler, you are talking of history and tradition. And to me, I am part and parcel of the history of the Emir of Kano. Let me take us back into memory. Some 30 years ago, during military rule in Nigeria, I was Honorable Commissioner of Works, Housing and Transport for 6 years in Kano, and that gave me an opportunity to work closely with his late father, Alhaji Bayero, who was Emir of Kano for over 50 years. Because I was in charge of the renovation, rehabilitation of the palace, that made me to be very close to his father. We used to have some private discussions, and from what I learned, he was always wishing and dreaming that one of his children should inherit him for that important traditional institution. I think that one is important. Two, because I was always around the house, I knew his mother, late Hajia Mariam. And late Hajia Mariam has one position, status in life, of which no woman in Nigeria as of today has that status. Ask me to tell you. When she was a daughter of first class Emma, the Emma of Ilori. Two, she was a wife of a first class Emma, the Emma of Kano. Three, her two children are now first class Emmas in Kano. Tell me, Nigeria of today, which woman has got that status? I tell you, as of today, is zero. So coming to the Emma himself, previous speakers mentioned a lot about his quality, the quality of a leader. He has all the qualities of a leader. I would not like to go over this because they have been mentioned many times. But one thing I would like to mention is the quality and the regulatory trait of his tongue. Because the greatest enemy of a public officer is his tongue. Because this tongue, what you can say today can warrant people to look after your life. What you say now can warrant people to look after your life. And what you say now, using your tongue, can warrant people to look for you and raise you high. So many leaders, so many traditional rulers, without making any particular reference, using their tongue, led them into their ditch and lost their position, which they have so much loved, they have so much cherished, but because of the effect of their tongue, they lost that status. So our Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu and Bayero, his tongue is matured. His tongue is controllable. His tongue, that is why God put some particular structure around the tongue, so that the tongue could be controlled. Well, the tongue is always in a liquid. The tongue is never dry, so that it doesn't become brittle, so that it becomes malleable. And the tongue, God protected the tongue with so many boundaries, so that the tongue will not cross the boundaries and let loose. The tongue is surrounded by teeth. The tongue is surrounded by lips. Ensure that the tongue is being housed God so kind, the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu and Bayero, his tongue is perfect. That is why, in addition to qualities of leadership, when we decided to provide and create additional emirates in Kano, and we gave 3 solid reasons. 1, we said because of history, because we followed history. 2, we considered the demand of the people. 3, we considered the participation of traditional system in governance to deepen and widen the participation of traditional system in governance. And that will give birth to even development within the state. And through that process, because of the effect of a tongue, one traditional ruler tumbled and fell down, and a vacuum was created. This is where the choice of a new Ado Bayero came in. The choice of a new Ado Bayero, and this is where, as a governor of Kano State, having worked together with his father for over 30 years, and having known the dream, the aspiration, the request of his father, I now computed the past memory with contemporary situation. I say, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has satisfied the prayers of the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Bayero, which I knew 30 years ago. And God has destined a suitable climate has been now created. And that is the reason why the government of Kano State decided to appoint him as the Emir of Kano. So with this installation, we have been proved right that this Emir can be appointed to any higher position. And I assure the University of Calabar, we have got the right person. A square peg in a square hole. A round peg in a round hole. Thank you, and God bless.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على النبي الكريم. A visitor to the university, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Chief of Staff to the President, who happens to be my uncle, Professor Ibrahim Dembari, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Council, General, that I always refer to as my General, the Vice Chancellor, His Excellency, my Governor, the Executive Governor of Kano State, visiting Vice Chancellors and Pro-Chancellors, members of the Council and Senate of the University of Calabar, state governors or their representatives, distinguished senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here present, honorable members of the House of Reps, honorable ministers, Your Highnesses, members of the State Executive Council, distinguished academics, my dear people from Kano who came all the way to witness this program, my dear people in Calabar that I met when I came in, invited guests, members of the university community, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I have the greatest honor and privilege to address this august assembly today. I bring to you greetings and felicitations from the Kano Emirate and Kano people. My heart is full of joy at witnessing this ceremony and indeed bound in gratitude for the honor done to me this morning by the University of Calabar. May the Almighty Allah bless the university to the elaborate ceremony preceding my installation as the 6th Chancellor of this great citadel of learning. My visit and stay here have been most pleasant. I have on my arrival been well received by His Excellency the Governor, our respected traditional rulers and members of the University Governing Council. I have been treated to the highest demonstration of affection and hospitality, and I have no doubt in my mind that the experiences I have already garnered will cement the links that will enhance closer and warmer relationship between the peoples of Kano and Cross River states. The friendly bridges we are building through the recent contact will certainly create better understanding between our two peoples. I feel greatly honored by my appointment as the Chancellor of this great university. I have undertaken to use this opportunity to see to it that we work with the university management for its growth and development. I wish to use this opportunity to register my deepest and most sincere gratitude to the President Muhammadu Buhari for this appointment. Our country, Nigeria, is a part of the global village. It's not immune to the consequences of globalization, COVID-19, climate change, and other developmental changes that all combine to open new dimensions to us as a developing country. We shall always be mindful of this while tackling myriad development challenges. In particular, the crisis between government and ASU, the growth of the new universities, the issue of access to university education, students' arrest, university autonomy, salary and wages issues, and university infrastructure development are down to challenges confronting us. Against this background, as with my new gap, I will, inshallah, engage the federal government and all relevant agencies to look into the accommodation problem of staff and students of this university. Considering the growing population and complexities of the 21st century modern university such as ours, we will explore the possibility of erection at the Fitton Senate building for the university. given the parameters, indices, and metrics of the survival in contemporary Nigeria, we shall be duty-bound to study the welfare scheme of the staff in other universities in relation to the take-home pay of our staff. As it is often said, a man is a product of his environment and is greatly influenced by it. We will work hard to ensure that our university continues to occupy a place of pride in educational rating among the Nigerian universities. To achieve these lofty ideals, all hands must be on deck. Dear compatriots, once more, unto the bridge we must go, for we are confronted with the task of crossing the river and taking our university ashore. We are confronted with the task of building our first choice university to international standards and acceptability. Once more, I thank the University of Calabar for the honor done to me today. Let us join hands with the current action-oriented Vice Chancellor to reach the promised land. I should point out that the Chancellor should not be just a ceremonial face, but also an unseen lead advocate of the university. In this regard, I submit my humble self for both the ceremonial duties of graduation announcements and convocations, as well as an ambassador of the university wherever I find myself. I cannot end this address without paying a special tribute to my respected and beloved Governor, His Excellency Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, the Governor of Kano State, for all his support in all our affairs. We are extremely pleased with your presence at this historic occasion and for leading a very high-powered delegation comprising members of the Kano State Executive Council, business community, elders and ulamas, representatives, all to this occasion. We will continue to pray and wish you well for the developmental strides your administration made within your 8 years on the helm of affairs of Kano State. Once more, I thank all and sundry for all the support given to us since our arrival here yesterday. I thank the Governor of Cross River State. I thank my brothers, the traditional rulers. I thank the students who were at the airport to receive me all the way to the university. I thank each and everyone. May Allah continue to bless and guide us. Allah ya kare mutuncinmu da addininmu. Allah ya ba mu lafiya da zaman lafiya. Malamanmu da iyayenmu da shugabanninmu da suka koma ga Ubangiji, Allah ya jaddada musu rahama. Allah ya ci gaba da ba mu albarkacinsu. Idan wa'adin mu yayi, Allah ya sa mu cika da imani. Assalamu alaikum.
The President and visitor to our university, Your Excellencies, our dear Chancellor, Your Highnesses, members of Council and Senate, my Lords, spiritual and temporal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the historic investiture of the 6th Chancellor of the University of Calabar, His Highness Alhaji Aminu Bayero, Emir of Kano. I thank you all for being parts of this history.
Unical Radio International, Entertainment 360, Edutainment 360, Infotainment 360. We smile like that.